Hello and welcome to today's session. Today we've got some closer levels than yesterday, which is good. We're opening in about 1 minute's time, so quick run through, targeting obviously the low, but it's way too close to actually target because the risk reward won't be there. Next target would be the close on the long side, just keeping in mind that the sell-off from Friday could still be in play, and yesterday might have just been a bit of a recovery kind of a day before we continue lower. So just keeping that in mind if you are looking to go long. Pretty much open, but on the US we've just hit the breakout short and S1 and we're rejecting off that. So just keep that in mind because we might actually see some excellent buying around this level. So the market's open now, and I'll zoom in just so we can see what's happening. We've hit the low already, and hopefully we can get through this S1 and breakout short to the long side, and then we'll have a nice bullish attempt up towards the close, or even just the pivot. We've got 10 bid side orders there, so that could be, what's that? It could be aggressive selling, but I'm not too sure. And then on the DAX Mini, we'll have a look at that too. Looks like buying, so we'll just see if we can actually get past and break through the breakout short to the upside. If we start going down, obviously we'll be looking for rejections off the cam level, so the S2 and the S3. But at the moment, no reaction. We're not really looking for anything in particular other than hopefully some bullish momentum to take us through all these levels all the way up to the close gap. We'll just have a quick look at the daily chart though. So we've broke the Bollinger Bands, and we've had quite a tough run since then. So it's been quite bearish, moving down about 200 points. Is it? No, about 500 points. So quite a decent move on the weekly. So last week we kind of hit all-time highs, and then now it looks like we're kind of pulling back once again. Monthly, so this month's obviously bullish, we're up still. On the 4 hour though, if we do hit the S2, it'll be very close to the lower Bollinger Band, meaning that we may see a nice rejection on the basis of the 4 hour standard deviation. But we'd have to head down before we go up to actually see that. So no trading there either. And we did tap the Bollinger Band on the 1 hour, so we'll just have to wait and see if we actually get a bit of momentum to take us into a better trade. Hi Trek Lord, thanks for coming back. It's going okay. This current couple of weeks, because of the daylight savings in London, the DAX is often very slow to open. So we'll just zoom in on this 5 minute. So this is the opening candle right here, and it's barely moved. So it makes it very tricky to I guess give any analysis, because if the market doesn't move, the best analysis would be to say, look, we're going to get 5 points of movement in either direction. So basically just waiting until the London daylight savings kicks off, so that then both the Germany and the London stock market open times open at the same time. The reason that's important is because I guess London, all the traders are sort of watching that one session rather than splitting it across two. So there's less people particularly watching the DAX, but when they do, and they're all at the same time, the DAX has a lot more volatility. So we're just not getting that right now. No, that's fair. And then probably for another couple of weeks, I think it was the 26th or towards the end of October is when the market will hopefully pick back up again. But just at the moment, not too much going on. So that's my analysis anyway, is basically looking to fill that gap, taking into consideration we do have the S1 and breakout short here, which could cause some issues being able to get through those levels. But if we can go short and have a rejection off the S2 or the S3 down lower, it could be worth a look. I'll just have a quick look at the UK. So the UK is very similar layout, the FTSE. Got about 26 points to hit that close gap. Look, that looks pretty solid to me. But you never know, of course. So that'd be my trade for today. And then we've got the US, we've rejected off this breakout short. We'll see if that holds. We've got the yearly R1 level just above there. So it'll be interesting to see the reaction while we're humming around this yearly R1. I'll just take you out on what that looks like. So the yearly low from the previous year, so last year, that was hit in April. So this was the turnaround of the tariffs. Once we hit that low, soaked up all this volume, and then we've had a massive run. So these yearly levels, we can see we rejected off the top. You might have to zoom in quite a bit. I'll zoom in a little. But we've kind of rejected off this yearly breakout long as well. And then the yearly high up here, kind of, that's where we made it. And then we're heading long again. So these yearly levels are quite interesting. PA, what do you mean by PA, sorry? So yeah, the UK, I reckon that might go up and hit that close, which is, looks quite good. And as you can see also, just notice the difference on the actual order flow as well. There's just no indication that we're going to get much either way. So look, again, guys, I do watch the open just for I guess the sake of it, but you never know when things will actually happen, and sometimes you do see an earlier spike in this session, but we're just not getting that this year. So it's like the market is just waiting it out for the next couple of weeks. Price action. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done too well this month, so I feel like it's always very different early October until that daylight savings comes. And no, I almost did, but I didn't. So a bit disappointing on that front. And also the fact I've been trying to sell, and getting the timing right just hasn't worked out. So I'm really, I guess, looking to try and go a long-only strategy, which I guess was the original point to doing these live sessions, was for me to do the analysis, of course, but mainly look for that long-only entry. And I didn't stick by it. And then, of course, the one time, I guess there's been 2 times now where I thought, look, we're just going to blindly go up because of that bullish momentum that the DAX gets. And those were the 2 times that the market actually went short. So we're getting a bit of volatility here. If we can break these levels here, the S1 and the breakout short, that would be great. Just keeping an eye on the volume, so it's not too crazy. I think we should get through it. And if we can get through that confidently, I think we'll be heading long much further. So if we can actually get through these levels, we've kind of tapped it here, and it is called the breakout short, so we'll see if we get a reaction, but there may not be a reaction. But anyway, Trek Lord, thanks so much for checking in. Not really getting too much in the way of analysis, so I can't really be of too much help. It looks like the UK is heading towards the close gap. So yeah, that's my analysis. That's my hope for the trading day, and I'll leave you guys with it. Hopefully we'll get a bit more volatility at the UK Open in about 50 minutes time. So best of luck to your trading. Thanks for watching, and feel free to send through any questions as you go along. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.